We asked 4 pressing questions posed by investors to some of the top investment advisors in the country. Here is where these experts view the risks and opportunities in today's markets. Is there any advice you can provide to investors to help them position their portfolios for success?
Advice I would give for investors to position their portfolios for success is to kind of give yourself options. Never put yourself into a situation where you're forced to sell a depressed asset because you need the capital. Having some extra cash on hand is one of the best ways to do it. So if you typically have 6 months of living expenses, maybe up it to 9 or 12 during this type of period. We know that over the long term, if you hold on to your investments, you're likely to come out on top. And the biggest mistake is just selling near the bottom.
Pay attention to what the administration is saying. It's clear that this is not just a negotiating tactic, and they mean to follow through on tariffs in a way that we have not seen previously. Secondly, pay attention to what corporate decision makers are doing, because if they become paralyzed and unwilling to deploy capital, that could have significant ramifications for investors over the intermediate term.
Revisit your investment policies and make sure that you have a sufficient amount of intermediate to longer term fixed income in your portfolio. For 15 plus years, it's not been an area that people have focused on, so that's what we've done at my firm, and making sure that we have sufficient intermediate high-grade bond exposure.
Understand your risk parameters. You may have had highly appreciated investments, more specifically stocks, that have gone up in value, and when they go up in value, there's a risk parameter that you don't understand called standard deviation. The second thing that I would tell you is to assess your liquidity needs. The Certified Financial Planning Institute suggests at a minimum, investors should have 3 to 6 months of after-tax income at their reserve should an event arise. Lastly, we recommend all clients complete a full-scale financial plan if they haven't already done so they can understand how their risks, their risk tolerance, and their investment behaviors and performances fit into their long-term objectives and needs.